And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board, or I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you outside. My car, these were all public housing behind it. My car, there was a gate out here. I parked my car outside the gate. And he said, I'll be waiting for you. He was waiting for 3 guys in straight razors. Not a joke. There was a guy named Bill Wright, Mouse, the only white guy, and he did all the pools. He was the mechanic. And I said, what am I going to do? He said, come down here in the basement where the mechanics, where all the pool filter is. You know the chain, there used to be a chain that went across the deep end. And he cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He folded up, he said, you walk out with that chain. And you walk to the car and say, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. I said, you kidding me? He said, no, if you don't come back. And he was right. So I walked out with the chain. And I walked up to my car. And those days, you used to remember the straight razor. You'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in a rain barrel, get them rusty. And I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all, I said, when I tell you to get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again, but I shouldn't have called you, Esther Williams. I apologize for that. I apologize, but I didn't know that apology was going to work. He said, you apologize to me? I said, I apologize for that, not for throwing you out, but I apologize for what I said. He said, okay, close the straight razor, and my heart began to beat again. And Corn Pop...
Everybody digging my chili when I'm laying down. That is not true.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
And by the way, I don't think that's some grand conspiracy. I think this is sort of what power is. I mean this at a sort of high level.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint when they thought about it, because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble.
That was an opinion of somebody. Retweet. I'll put it out there. Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody.
I hate the white man. He's of the devil. He was made in a cave in the worst parts of Europe, produced from the lowest forms of humanity.
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people, and, you know, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt. They hold this institution in contempt. They hold the Republican Party in contempt. They hold the Democratic Party in contempt. They think that maybe, given all of the crises facing this country, it's about time that there was some bold leadership here and that this institution made some hard choices.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
Honestly, Sam, if I could just get the sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month, and they won't come out and address my progressive audience. They won't come out and address Bree's audience, or Katie's audience, or Justin Jackson, or you. They are not accountable to us. They're accountable to whoever the fuck themselves. Let's not kid ourselves. As Chris Hedges taught us a long time ago, the people attracted to politics are the most mediocre of people. They're not your friends. They are elected servants, and start fucking treating them that way.
I hear Brownie is seconding you in the background.
They're not your fucking friends. They're the people standing in between us and fucking healthcare.
The founder of the Proud Boys is a Fed. I don't think anybody was surprised by that at all. He looks like a narc. I mean, the Proud Boys, I've been saying for a while, they're clearly the same niggas Antifa. Like, Antifa and Proud Boys just came up out of nowhere with Trump. And we're going to talk about that stuff on our Rock Pin Premium. The founder of the Proud Boys is a Fed. I don't think anybody was surprised by that at all. He looks like a narc. I mean, the Proud Boys, I've been saying for a while, they're clearly the same niggas Antifa. Like, Antifa and Proud Boys just came up out of nowhere with Trump. And we're going to talk about that stuff on our Rock Pin Premium.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Bottom line, the American dream, the great American dream versus being a socialist hellhole.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia. That's where they should be done.
And he's like this, and we were, I need water, help me, I need water, help. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane.
And by the way, I don't think that's some grand conspiracy. I think this is sort of what power is. I mean this at a sort of high level.
I hate the white man. He's of the devil. He was made in a cave in the worst parts of Europe, produced from the lowest forms of humanity.
Who are you worried about? I'll tell you who I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that our workers are seeing a decline in their standard of living. They want to see our industry be rebuilt. That's what they want to see. No more B-2 bombers, no more Star Wars. Let's make the quality products we need. Let's invest in American industry. No, I won't yield.
Get your words straight, Jack. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. Get your words straight, Jack.
Get back in the business of creating a more peaceful world. Please clap.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Kids jumping on my lap. And I love kids jumping on my lap. I laid down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did, and back in those days, you saw how things had changed. One of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen to me. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board. I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you outside. My car, this is mostly, these were all...
All of a sudden, we can't talk about Neanderthal DNA anymore.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Is this thing on? Hello? What the fuck? What the fucking... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I was all set up and I was ready to go, and then the camera fell. Oh, my whole setup. Oh, it's a disaster. Max, why? No. What's up, y'all? Welcome. Max had nothing to do with that. I just blamed him. I often blame the dog. But, hello, everyone, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All, the greatest show in the history of shows, believe me. And so real quick, as this show begins, I would like to tell everyone what today's programming is. First, I would like to say that I will be obviously doing this show from now until noon. And then shortly afterward, I will start Sunneth Day, Runneth Day, Valentine edition. So, I am heavily considering, and I want to be straight up with y'all. I am heavily considering playing Resident Evil, because Valentine, I'm considering it. However, the problem is I haven't done a speedrun of that game in like 89 years. So I'm pretty sure I'm not capable of doing it anymore. But I wish I had come up with that idea before yesterday. And if people bully me enough, maybe I'll play it. So Maybe. And maybe I'll do like a little, a little grift campaign, something like that. I'm not sure. But either way, I will be doing Sunneth Day, Runneth Day. I will be playing some video games. Times are mentioned in ET unless otherwise noted. ET, extraterrestrial. Hello, DJ Elf, $2 dues. It takes two ... space. Let's get this Valentine's Day on. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully y'all liked the introductory experience. Personally, I thought it was pretty good. But that's just me, obviously. And when I say it's when it's just me, I mean, you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. So I hope that you know what I mean. Because if you don't know what I mean, and I don't know what I mean, then that's a bad deal. And it should have never been thought of.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
Anyway, how's everyone doing today? Ugh, trying to get comfortable. All right. Oh, okay. Playing with my love called games? Hell yes. I got my love right here. Max the dog, everyone. All right. Okay. So yeah, we got some news today. I just want to say as well, I did not cover the impeachment yesterday for multiple reasons. First and foremost, when I read that they just reneged on the witness thing after winning the vote, I was just extraordinarily upset. And like, I was already kind of burnt out to begin with from covering impeachment the whole week. So I was just like, I didn't want to. So I just decided to do some other shit. And just honestly, I'll get into that in a second here. But just fucking fuck. Fucking fuck. I'm not upset about it personally. I am for multiple reasons. One, I was planning on streaming the witnesses, and that would have been a very big financial boon for me. Two, it would have been extremely entertaining, and I love that shit. Three, because I wanted more of fucking this guy. Hold up. I wanted more of fucking this guy.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia. That's where they should be done.
I wanted more of that guy. And fourth of all, because it's the right thing to do. Fourth, and the least important of all, it is the right thing to do. And I'm just, it's Jesus Christ. It's pointless to spend time on political kabuki theater like a trial with no witnesses. Again, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They got the fucking votes. They got the fucking votes, dude. It's just, ugh. Witnesses can still happen. Investigations and hearing can still happen. It doesn't mean as much with the acquittal, is my point. And you know what else is just really grinding? You know what? I'm just going to get into this. I saw this clip. I know there's a lot of other clips that, are also clips, but I saw this and this is going to be my springboard. So, bear with me. I'm going to turn into a dumb leftist and I'm going to talk about how Democrats are the real fascists. Bear with me. I'm getting in there. All right? So this, I can't even figure out a noun that is something I can say in the first 30 seconds of this video without getting demonetized. But this individual, during her press conference, after criticizing Republicans for being weak, said the dumbest thing I could possibly, even in the history of things, imagine. Let's watch.
I think our country needs a strong Republican Party. It's very
Of course the audio is like,
and for him to have, I think our country needs a strong Republican Party. It's
What is
very
that?
important.
A strong, why does... Okay, so now, right, let's assume that you're playing a team sport. Right? You're playing a team sport, okay? Would you go out there and say, "Oh, we need to have a strong team"? You know, not my team. My team can be as weak as possible, but the other team needs to be as strong as we possibly can, or they possibly can. My team, fuck my team. You know, honestly, I'm just gonna, give my team some, like, fucking, benzos or something before the fucking game starts, and then they're just gonna, like, fall asleep on the field. Fuck my team. But the other team needs to be incredible. If the other team isn't significantly better than my team, then what are we gonna do? Again, this shit is fucking ludicrous. So I want to say I did see some other good clips from Nancy within this press conference, but honestly, I want to highlight this part because this is the most important part. What they're doing is just giving the Republican Party infinite amounts of passes. The Republican Party tried to, 1, overthrow an election, tried to, 2, get you killed. It wasn't Donald Trump. It wasn't Ted Cruz. It was the Republican Party tried to kill you, Nancy Pelosi.
I think our country needs a strong Republican Party. It's very important. And for him to try to have it every which way. But we will be going forward to make sure that this never happens again in terms of to investigate and evaluate what caused this. And what
caused this was the Republican fucking Party. That's what caused this. Not Donald Trump. It was Mitt Romney, right? It was John McCain. It was George W. Bush, and so on and so forth. This is the Republican Party. This was the natural evolution. How are you going to pick some dumb bimbo bitch like Sarah Palin and think that somehow everything's going to be fine afterward, right? Seriously, this is a problem with the entire Republican Party. The same Republican Party that spent 10 fucking years talking about how Barack Hussein Obama was a secret Muslim. But somehow, all of a sudden, Donald Trump comes around and that just didn't exist? Are you kidding me? I know the audio is like really low, but I've got my gain filter on maximum. Right, this video is just, I'm sorry, but
I think our country needs a strong Republican Party. It's very important. And for him to try to have it every which way. But we will be going forward, both in terms of the motivation, but also in terms of the security that we have to have as we go forward, recognizing how inflaming even some of our
If you are so fucking stupid, right? If you are so fucking stupid, right, that you think that, oh, I know what we need to do. We need to have an even stronger republic. What? What?
Dumb people, liberal people.
I just like... Again, this is just ludicrous. Everything that these people are doing is ludicrous. Like, these are the most ineffectual... Max agrees with me. Max agrees with me. Max is mad as fuck. Get him, Max. Get him. There we go. See, Max knows what the fuck's going on. Fuck Nancy Pelosi. Fuck the Democratic Party. And fuck the Republican Party. Fuck them all straight to hell. Thank you, Max, for the backup. I appreciate that.
Dumb people, liberal people.
Was like, more hearings is good as and all, right? But if you're not even going to identify who are the people that tried to kill you, right? I'm sorry, but like, you're just dumb. Like, you know what I mean? Like, great, have some more hearings. But if you're gonna say, oh yes, those hearings, and then also I love Republicans, it's like, what? What? Max is mad as hell. Like I said, Max barks whenever someone, like, does anything in the house besides in my room. Because he's just so curious. He's a curious dog. Dragging this out any longer would be dumb after the acquittal. They, like, theoretically, right, they could, right, if they were to actually go out there and say, you know what, yeah, Republicans just acquitted this guy and look what he did, right, like, theoretically, but they're not going to do that. Like, if they go out there and say, oh yeah, Republicans just acquitted him, and then also we need a strong Republican Party, and then also unity, oh, unity, and then also I love Republicans. I know they just tried to kill me, but I love them. You know, it's just like, you know, like at that point, you're doing more harm than good. You know what I mean? My fucking, cable. Oh. Okay. Alright, how's everyone doing? Where's my fucking money, Joe? I don't want unity. I wasn't 2000. You fucked it up, Jeff. You fucked it up? I want to raise the minimum wage. I want to raise the minimum wage. I'm Jeffrey, and I approve this message. You want to raise the minimum wage? What do you need a higher minimum wage for?
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Are you gonna buy more fucking anime figurines, Jeff? Huh? Are you gonna buy some more fucking hentai magazines? Max, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? What are you doing, Max? Look at this dog. This dog knows what he's doing. This dog knows. Did I take my hormones today? What's today, Sunday? Live on stream. Max, do you want estrogen? Do you want estrogen, Max? Max wants estrogen. Oh. Oh. Yo, I'm gonna fucking sneeze. No. Max definitely does not hate hentai. I have proof. Oh, look at this dog. Can you believe this? Oh, Maxie. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. Are you seeing this dog? I'm sorry, but like whenever this dog is just like being adorable, I can't help but just stop the program. Oh, I love this dog. You have such big meaty paws, Max. You have big meaty paws. What is this dog doing? Hi. How may I help you? Is that all? Alright. Oh. Oh. Alright, I gotta wipe my face with a paper towel. Alright. God. I fucking love Max the dog. The GOP basically said it's okay to have violent protests against cops and government. Only if you're white, though. Yo, this fucking thing has a fucking... Oh my god. I had no idea that this had a pocket on it. Whoa, yo, that's sick. How did I not know this? Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Alright. Okay. Got some other shit here. So, now that Congress has basically abdicated its duty in regards to, impeaching the motherfucker properly, there's going to be some other stuff that I'm going to be covering. I think it's on, what, Thursday? I'm not sure. Let's get into it. So, Robinhood and Reddit CEOs to testify at Gamestop hearing. Redditor and YouTube streamer Roaring Kitty will also attend the House hearing. Okay. On February 18th, the House Financial Services Committee will hold a virtual hearing to look into how GameStop's shares shot up in value after a bunch of Reddit day traders banded together. Committee chairwoman Maxine Waters has released the list of witnesses for the hearing, and it includes Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev, Reddit CEO and co-founder Steve Huffman, as well as Redditor and YouTube streamer Keith Gill, who's also known as Roaring Kitty. Oh my god. A New York Times report details how Gill played a central role in GameStop's sudden increase in market value, according to the report. He has been tweeting and making videos about the retailer throughout 2020 after making a $53,000 investment in the company. A number of Reddit traders who followed his videos and posts rallied behind him, causing a stock market frenzy that led to huge losses for the hedge funds that bet against the retailer and expected its stock price to tumble. As a result, Gill's original investment now has a value of $48 million. That's incredible. The traders involved used the commission-free app Robinhood, which then temporarily restricted users from trading GameStop and certain other stocks due to lack of money on hand. Robinhood started allowing limited buys of the restricted stocks a few days later, but not before it was hit with a class action lawsuit, accusing it of depriving its customers of the ability to use its service in an effort to manipulate the market for the benefit of the people and financial institutions. The Senate Committee on Banking previously announced that it will also hold a hearing on the current state of the stock market after what happened. As for the House Financial Services Committee hearing entitled Gamestop? Who wins and loses when short sellers, social media, and retail investors collide? You'll be able to watch it online at 12 p.m. Eastern Time on February 18th. So I will be streaming this, absolutely. And that should be a lot of fun to stream because, again, I think the GameStop thing was extremely hilarious. And was probably one of the most entertaining things that I've seen on the internet in a long time. So I'm definitely going to be involved in that. I wonder why they don't put his Reddit name user/deep fucking value. Deep fucking value. It's such a good fucking username, honestly. But yeah, so there you go. I will, of course, again, be streaming that. I'll probably be doing the same thing I typically do and, like, maybe stream it, like, an hour after it starts, and that way I get to skip all the bullshit, you know, all the breaks and all that stuff. But that should be a lot of fun, and I hope you tune in for that, because it should be a lot of fun. Hello, Torrentile-Ragay was they're going to go after poor people for getting richer. Oh, absolutely. Billionaires are constantly crying that poor people beat them at their own game. Billionaires like this one?
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people, and, you know, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
Fucking piece of shit. Got Max the dog. Check that out. Fair value is a bullshit concept. He wears a red bandana and cat shirts and shares his strat. I mean, yeah, the guy's pretty epic from what I've seen, but I have not seen too much, so it's very limited information. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. I would like to ask everyone, what did you eat for breakfast? Think about this. Personally, I had 2 egg sandwiches with whole wheat bread. And it was brilliant. It was fantastic. It was a lot of healthy vitamins, nutritional information being absorbed. My body right now is still like going like it's you know, it's just ripping the nutrients, and then like my bloodstream is going like right, like that's what's happening right now. Lucky Charms marshmallows, throw it out, get rid of it, no good, no good, no good, no good,
No good, really bad for you.
no good, no good, no good.
No good, no good. No good, really bad for you. Not good. Believe me, not good.
Coffee and sugar, turn it off.
No good, really bad for you.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Tricks for kids this morning. No, no.
Not good. Believe me, not good.
As long as someone isn't saying they're putting butter on their Pop-Tarts. I'm dieting because of you, Andrea, and I've lost 6 pounds in 4 days. Yo, that's epic. Pretty much fasting to start the diet. Well, don't fast too long, you know. Make sure you're doing it healthily, but no breakfast? Hell yes. No breakfast is a good breakfast. Nothing? Hell yes. Sounds healthy. Oh my god. What's up, Scuttle? Yeah, so again, I will be streaming basically all day today after Above It All today. I will be taking a small break, and I will be doing, Sunneth Day, Motherfucking Runneth Day. And, so I know that I will be playing some Doom. I haven't figured out what Doom I'm going to play yet. But I'm going to play some Doom. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Doom 2. I'm not sure. If I'm gonna, I'll do something. I'll do something. I might do some Resident Evil, you know. I've been fixating on getting meat out of my diet book of Andrea. I didn't realize how much meat I eat. I eat no meat. I'm actually going on 1 year as a vegetarian. I became a vegetarian in the 2nd week of March. But I don't know when the last time I ate meat was, because I never ate meat that much to begin with. So for me, it was just like, you know, I'll just be a vegetarian now. So I don't know if, like, you know, maybe the last time I had meat was like the 1st week, but you know, we're getting there. Don't play the Doom Columbine. Come on now. Come on now. I played that shit years ago. Also, it's not what you think it is. It's really bad. I still eat non-veg, but with lots of stretching water and mild exercise. Mild? Oh shit. Resident Evil Pelosi mod. Oh no. Anyway, let's get into some more shite. There's some shite here that we're going to be discussing. I love Veggies pizza. I love Veggies in general. Veggies are just incredible. Incredible. Alright, y'all. So, this is something that I haven't talked about yet that I really was just like blown away by, but I just didn't get the opportunity to talk about it. There was we were in a very dangerous and precarious situation on January 6th. This is from The Hill. This is from a couple days ago. Impeachment video shows Pence had nuclear football as he moved away from Capitol riot. So for those of you that don't know what that is, I will read the article. Video of the Capitol insurrection introduced by the Democratic impeachment managers revealed that as then Vice President Pence fled the Capitol mob on January 6th, the nuclear football was accompanying him, CNN reported Thursday night. The backup football of equipment and nuclear codes needed to launch a strike is identical to the one carried by officials near the president. It always follows the second in command in case the president becomes incapacitated. A Pentagon official told CNN that the U.S. Strategic Command became aware of the threat to the football after a startling video played at the Senate impeachment trial Wednesday showing Pence, his Secret Service agents, and a military officer carrying the briefcase with classified nuclear launch codes or information fleeing the Senate. And here's the video. That's Mike Pence. And there is the football, as it is referred to as. Secret Service evacuated Pence and his wife, daughter, and his wife, daughter, and brother, Rep. Greg Pence, R. Indiana, out of the room connected to... How did I not know that there was a fucking Greg Pence in Congress until now? Are you kidding me? I guess I repressed that from my mind. Out of a room connected to the Senate chamber at 2:26 p.m., 37 minutes after the initial breach of protesters, according to new security footage shown by the prosecutors. The timeline unveiled by House Democrats revealed how close a call it was for Pence and, by extension, the briefcase containing nuclear codes. According to CNN, it is unclear if officials at the National Security Council or the Pentagon were aware of the threat against Pence and members of his team prior to the impeachment video. How is that possible? How is Mike Pence not telling everyone the day after what happened? Because he's a beta cuck. Republicans are not responsible motherfucking people. The risk associated with the insurrectionists getting their hands on Pence's football wasn't that they could have initiated an unauthorized launch, but had they stolen the football and acquired its contents, which include pre-planned nuclear strike options, they could have shared the contents with the world, Kingston Reef, an expert on nuclear weapons policy at the Nonpartisan Arms Control Association, told CNN. Such an outcome would have been a security breach of almost incomprehensible proportions, Reef continued, and it ought to raise further questions about the rationale for the what is that word? I've never heard of this word before. I'm learning live on stream. Hold up. Anachronism. I've never heard of this word before. A thing belonging or appropriate to a period other than what it exists, especially a thing that is... Wow, okay, interesting. I've never heard of that word before. Thank you for teaching me. This is why I read. This is why you gotta read, folks. Vipin Narang, an associate professor at MIT who researches nuclear proliferation, wrote on Twitter that the briefcase is a communication device. However, he wrote it was jarring to know that former President Trump possessed sole nuclear authority during Pence's harrowing evacuation. More jarring than seeing the football follow Pence as he was being evacuated, it is just a communication device. At no point could it have compromised, or rather, could its compromise have resulted in a launch. It is knowing that... I'm so sorry. Oh my god, my dyslexia is just fucking me. Is knowing that the man who possessed sole authority to launch American nukes at the time incited this mob, which is, again, a very good point. The defense official told CNN that the military officer maintained control of the backup football at all times. Since Trump was safely inside the White House, Pence's system was reportedly never activated. Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby told reporters this week that he would not comment on specific command and control over nuclear strategic forces. Fucking prick. The Pentagon and National Security Council declined to comment to CNN on the Pence video. So you can read more about this, I guess. I mean, the idea that these motherfuckers could have gotten control of nuclear codes, whether or not, you know, the safeguards were there to prevent a nuclear launch, right? But just the idea that these people would get access to that information and were within, like, you know, minutes of getting that information. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And again, like, I was streaming the whole day on January 6th. Reminder that YouTube took down my footage because they do not want historical documentation of January 6th. They want to pretend that January 6th never happened. At least that's YouTube's opinion. But, like, I remember watching that, and I remember when I read the tweet where, like, Donald Trump was like, if only Mike Pence done, like, what was right or whatever. I genuinely, at that point, thought that the government was going to be destroyed. And it was horrifying. It was horrifying. And to now know that, you know... Max, are you okay? Oh my god, Max is throwing up. Holy shit. One sec. Max, are you okay? Max, what's wrong? Oh no. Maxie, Max, it's okay. It's okay, Max. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. Here. Oh no, don't throw up on the bed. No, it's okay, Max. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. You're okay, Max. Come on. Come on, buddy. It's alright. It's alright. Maxie, Max, come on. Come on, buddy. It's okay. You're okay. Everything is okay. I'll clean it up. You're alright. You're alright. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. No, no. You don't need to eat the food, buddy. You don't need to eat that. Okay. You don't need to eat that. Here. Okay, buddy. It's alright, Max. You're okay. I promise. I promise. You're okay, buddy. You're okay. I know you're scared. It's okay. It's okay. You threw up on the bed. It happens. I've done it before too. You don't need to lick it. You don't need to lick it, okay? It's alright, buddy. It's alright. Oh man, that is... Oh man. Alright. Max, stop it. You don't need to eat your throw up. I'll get you brand new food. I'll get you brand new food. Maxie, you don't need to do that. I promise. It's okay. I'm cleaning it up, buddy. I'm gonna have to wash my sheet a second time in 1 week. Unbelievable. Man, that is disgusting. Are you okay? Maxie. Oh, man, that's so slimy. You're so slimy. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay. I throw up sometimes too, Max. I've never thrown up on stream, but that's okay. We all throw up every now and then. Oh, precious doggy, precious doggy. Your breath stinks. You need to brush your teeth. You need to brush your teeth, Max. Okay. Oh, no. Maxie. I promise. I'll pick it up. You don't need to eat it back. We'll have new food for you. New food for the doggy. No. find a way to clean that, but it's no, Maxie, you don't need to eat the shit off of the floor. I promise. No. It's alright, it's alright. See? It's almost all clean. Don't lick my face. I don't want you to lick my face right. No offense, Max, but you're kind of stinky. You're a stinky doggy. Stinky doggy, Max. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, that went through the sheet. Went through the sheet. It's alright, buddy. It's okay. Alright, oof. It's alright. You're okay, Max. I promise. See, Max? It's all good as new. okay, Maxie. You don't need to lick that. I'll put the towel down. Okay. Hello? Howdy. What's up? Yeah, he puked both on the bed and on the floor. So, I think Max has been eating some of the stuffing from his toys. I think that may either that or he eats shit off the floor. I don't know. I'm not sure. So yeah, all my bedding is in the washing machine. What is nature's miracle? If someone wants to DM me some of this stuff or email me so that I can look into it later, I would appreciate that. You okay, buddy? You okay? He drank some water and then went out to pee. You gotta stop eating stuff off the floor. You gotta eat food. Stuffing isn't food. Yeah, I saw like weird bits in his food, so I think he was eating stuffing. But you know, it's hard to tell without, scalpels and instruments. Yeah. I forgot to bring my water bottle up. Motherfucker. Still got some coffee. Look at that dog. Look at him. He's so precious. Oh, look. Look at the doggy. It's okay, Maxie. No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get him some toys that he can't chew apart and consume bits of, I think. Has anyone had any success destroying capitalism yet? I'm trying. I'm giving it a solid attempt. I think Max is okay. My face is blurry. Yeah, sometimes my webcam does that. I look refreshed / great. Happy Valentine's Day. You bring lots of laughs, progress, and inspiration. You're also a very kind dog owner. Thank you for being our morning sunshine. Oh, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not gonna, why would I get mad at Max? He can't help it. He's just a doggy. Yeah, So for those of you that don't know, Max was fucking wiping his poopy butthole on my sheet like just a couple days ago, and I had to clean it, right? And now I have to clean it again. I'm gonna have to get like multiple layers of bed sheets at this point. Dog magic. He wasn't dragging it. It was just like, you know, he was sleeping there and probably just farted all over the place while he was sleeping, because he farts in his sleep. It's kind of a problem. It's not good. Sometimes, like, I wake up, you know, and it's like, oh no. In fact, I'm gonna put my wax warmer on. Yeah, in this case, yes. I guess in this case he sharded. Well, all of my bedding is not here, so I usually like sit on a pillow to elevate myself. But so now this is gonna be how I elevate. And by elevate I mean I'm just gonna turn the webcam down. So yeah, I don't know what I was doing. But I love when my dogs wake themselves up. Imagine farting so incredibly hard that you wake yourself up. Like, I just like, what? I'm trying to get this shit to function. What is the pattern? I think zebras. You got zebras and leaves. As you can tell. I'm gonna get the smudge off my glasses. The zebras are eating grass. Good color. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is when Max started throwing up, this was my internal monologue.
And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it.
Yeah, I just get him dog food that all of our dogs use in the house. I would like to give Max a DNA test to see like what exactly is going on with him, because he's like 7 different kinds of dog or something. And we don't know that much about him. And he's also been very abused in his lifetime, so, you know. We have 4 dogs in the household. We've got Max, we've got Cheeto, we've got Cody, and we've got Gaia. But yeah, so. Sorry about that, folks. It happens. But I'd like to reiterate, thank you for sticking with me throughout that. I appreciate that. Again, I will be live at around maybe 1-ish, and I'll be playing some video games, and it should be fun. But you know, my show's not over yet, so let me see what else I got here. Maxie, what are you doing? I gotta make sure I'm paying attention to you, dog. Oh, look at him. Look. You can't look at him. Max, come over here. Come on the camera. There you go. Oh. Up goes the doggy. Yeah, Max puked on the floor first. And then he came up here because he was scared, and then he puked again. It's okay, buddy. Try to do it on the floor next time, though. It's okay. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. You're a cute doggy. Oh, don't lick me yet. Give that a few more hours, buddy. Oh. Oh, look at him. Oh. Ugh. Oh. Alright, okay. Max, try not to destroy my computer setup if you wouldn't mind. Or step on my hair. He just pulled several hairs from my head. There. I have lost at least 10 hairs in the last 20 seconds. I had to make simple meals and eliminate things from my dog's diet. I'll consider that. I want to look into that, but, you know, I'll wait till my next YouTube paycheck comes in. Because then I'll have a lot of money to play with. Thank you to all my kind viewers. Uh-oh. Max, you gotta make sure you're not eating that stuff, buddy. All right. Okay. I keep a few extra grocery bags in my bedroom, so if one of my dogs starts to puke, I can attempt to get it under them and protect my bed. Also, waterproof mattress cover is a must with dogs. Waterproof mattress cover. Can you DM me that? Like, Max is my first dog, so I'm still, you know, I don't have all the proper equipment. Ever play the game Outward? I'm afraid not. Max, did you kill the bear? I have breaking news. Max killed the bear. Everybody, Max killed the bear. Oh. All right. Get a bed protector. Sure. All right. Okay, alrighty. Let me try to get comfortable. Again, I don't have all my pillows on here, so I'm really trying to get... Okay, this is decent. Not gonna lie, hottest white Valentine ever. I mean, both white and e-girl in that context are correct. Oh my god. Fucking brushes hair and cleans up dog vomit. It was a lot of dog vomit. He puked up like all of his food.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
What the fuck? Oh, I love that clip. It's so good. It's so good. I say hentai one time and Max gets ill. Trust me, Max has a lot of experience with, you know? Just trust me. You don't need to worry about that. First time dog parent. Aw. I mean, basically, for those of you that don't know the story with Max, it was like a family friend of a friend or whatever, was just trying to get rid of their doggy. And so Max at first was a community dog, but then Max really liked me because I didn't have any dogs and everyone else in the house has their own pet. So I'm like the only petless person that lives here. So then Max just picked me. So I didn't adopt Max, but Max adopted me. So, and now we got a little team. Oh. Got a little bit of some team playing here. Pint of fascist blood or pint of liberal tears? Why not both? And why just a pint? Did you see my cats in snow? It might lose you viewers, but I thought I'd share. I'll look after the stream. Anyway, again, sorry about that, Sorry about that, but for those of you that don't know and that's just tuned in, Max puked live on stream, so I had to like spend a good 15 minutes cleaning that up. So yeah, I've got this extraordinarily bizarre... Yeah, he protects you and you feed him. I had a cop knock on the door a couple days ago because there was like this big arrest like on my street, so there were like 4 or 5 cop cars. 4 that I saw, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there were more. So there were like a bunch of cop cars pulled in front of my house, and they were like, "Do you know what house this is?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. Like, isn't that your job? Aren't you the police? Why are you coming to my door to ask me what house you need to go find?" You know, it's just like really bizarre. And so, but when I opened the door to tell Max to fuck off, Max like kept trying to bite the police officer. And I had to like hold his snout, and he was like, you know, he was very unhappy with the cops. But yeah, I watched all of your early Above It Alls that I missed. Sometimes you were embarrassing yourself when spitting saliva, your eyeballs were red and lips cracking. What the hell does that mean, Bodan? What the fuck? Well, my eyeballs were red because I was probably smoking a lot of weed. So that's probably why my eyeballs were red. My lips cracking, I mean, that, you know, I don't even know what that means. Spit, I still spit all over the fucking place. So? Yeah. Alright. So, I've got this article that I wanted to read, so let's just dive right in. Okay, so... in a disorienting return to civility, Joe Biden's DOJ backs up Betsy DeVos. Alright, let's read. Joe Biden's campaign message was all about restoring order to Washington, a return of professionalism to government, and an embrace of DC's norms. Biden the Bland wasn't a sexy sell, but it worked for a country weary of Donald Trump's antics, antagonism, and ambivalence about the actual job he was elected to do. Need proof that Biden's pledge to get things back to normal is more than words? In a little-noticed legal filing this week, Biden's Justice Department joined a motion, wait for it, I love the way this is written, to help Trump's Education Secretary Betsy DeVos quash a subpoena in a class action lawsuit over her department's alleged practice of slow-walking loan forgiveness for students at for-profit colleges. Unbelievable. It's not that Biden's team agrees with what she is accused of doing. It's that the norms and rules of Washington typically don't demand former cabinet secretaries spend their time in depositions about their tenure in public office. Doing so would threaten the separation of powers, chill agency decision-making, and discourage public service, and create potential for abuse or harassment. Oh no! Oh, how dare they even think of abusing the poor Betsy DeVos with 15 yachts. I think she actually has like 9 yachts, but you know. Someone fact check me if you could. At the center of this ruckus is a class action lawsuit filed by 160,000 former students at for-profit colleges. They claimed they were swindled by dodgy colleges, and as such, they shouldn't have to pay back the federal student loans. In other words, they borrowed government money to buy junk courses and the feds should let them off the hook under an education department program known as the Borrower Defense to Repayment. Interesting. The forgiveness program was rarely used before 2015, but it quickly picked up with widespread notice when Corinthian Colleges Incorporated closed. That for-profit organization broke the dam on scrutiny for non-traditional campuses and gave the Obama administration an opportunity to reposture policy towards such groups. Of the 338,062 applications submitted since then, roughly 1 in 5 has been successful through the end of November, according to Education Department data. The plaintiffs in this case at hand say the DeVos-era Education Department slow-walked their claims while rushing through others with little transparency or explanation. The case is moving ahead against the Education Department, with the Justice Department doing its job as defense counsel. With DeVos no longer serving as Secretary of Education, it potentially opened her to some legal exposure. And that's why the DOJ signed on to DeVos's attorney's motion to stop her inclusion in the case. What the fuck? This is so baffling to me. There's always been a sense of rarefied fraternity among cabinet members and elite Washington insiders who get to wield power largely without the nuance of accountability. It's why you can't sue the president when your tax returns are audited. Yes, these individuals are in charge, but you also can't expect them to answer for everything done under their auspices. Doing so would open every Secretary of Education to litigation for every microaggression in a lecture hall. Good! Discrimination in every athletic department. Good! And fight on a playground. Come on now. The inevitable bad deeds. I prefer bad deals.
Bad deal. Should have never been thought of.
The inevitable bad deeds would all prohibit anyone worth their salt from ever signing up for government service. I would sign up. It would be like every fender bender ending up on Pete Buttigieg's new transportation secretary desk. No, I'm sorry. This article went from pretty decent to garbage. The Biden DOJ motion isn't groundbreaking for its substance. It's actually a pretty routine filing. But it's something we didn't see for 4 years under Trump, who wanted to weaponize his Justice Department against his enemies and deploy its lawyers as personal counsel. The very fact that we're noting this as the very moment Trump's new lawyers are mounting his defense in a Senate impeachment trial, I don't want to talk about that, says the government is starting to return to normal. For even the most liberal corners of Washington, a DOJ defense of DeVos is something to celebrate in service of that goal. Yeah, fuck that shit. I think if you are in any position of power in the government, personally, I think you should be held accountable for your actions. If you're the Department of Education secretary and, you're not doing your fucking job, I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself. Like, I don't want to deal with that shit, right? So, that's my opinion. I understand it might be like a normal thing to not have secretaries and depositions, but I'm sorry. I thought that was a ludicrous headline. And reading the article, it's slightly less ludicrous, but it's still ludicrous. And I think I'm not a fan of ludicrousness, ludocracy. I don't know, but I'm not a fan. So, fuck Betsy DeVos. Fuck her 15 yachts. Fuck her stupid bitch ass. She was garbage. She was evil. She was disgusting. And you know what? I hope the rest of her life is dealing with legal fallout from her crimes against humanity that she's committed over the last couple of years. And Biden teaming up with her in any capacity, I think, is a disaster. The Trump administration should be held to account in every possible way, even imaginable. And that's my opinion on that. All right. Sunday Runday today, that's correct. I will be playing some Doom. I will maybe be playing some Halo. I'm not sure what else I'm going to play. I'm just going to have fun, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to have fun. But yeah, so sorry today's show is a little abbreviated. Max kind of like puking, just kind of like, It's a little bit distressing, but I think he's okay. You okay, Max? All right, he's okay. So I love that. Look at that dog. Look at that dog. I have not played Doom 5 yet, but I will at some point. When does it begin? I'll probably do it around 1 or 2 p.m. maybe. Betsy DeVos made my life considerably worse as a teacher. I'd be interested in discussing that as a topic, because I don't know jack shit about that, to be honest. I keep forgetting how comfortable this mattress topper is without the sheet on. Like, you know, not to say it's less comfortable with the sheet on, but it's like, this is pretty damn good. Now, the worst part about all of this is I'm going to have to figure out how to put my bed sheet on again. That's the worst part about this whole scenario. A violent Antifa insurrection in Portland last night? What? Okay, home. Portland protesters hit cops with snowballs. Uh-oh. Is that it? Is that it? They threw snowballs at police officers? It has to be more than that, right? Oh, Kendo WTL.
And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? Yes, sir. And then when they get caught, they say, "No, this is soup from my family." And then when,
the best part is that this guy, like Donald Trump, just ignores that dude. So some guy is like, "Yes, sir," like trying to be like a kiss ass fucking yes man, and Donald Trump just ignores him.
Too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? Yes, sir. And then when they get caught, they say, "No, this is soup from my family." They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it, and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, "No, this is just soup from my family." And then the media says, "This is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people."
Now that the Trump administration is over, like, we really need to talk about how funny that shit is. Like, for real? Max, are you going to be okay? Are you going to be okay, buddy? You have Max the dog here. The perfect size. Oh, it's made perfect. Oh. Look. Oh. Oh. You have pukey tongue. I don't want to get licked. You got pukey tongue. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Help me. Am I alive? Please explain your view on why it's important for cis people to put pronouns in their bio on social media platforms. It just normalizes the behavior. Damn, that dog's a killer. I still can't believe the President of the United States said that. In the same press conference, he also...
Isn't it wonderful to allow protesting? No.
Same press conference. They're innocent people.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Is that what you're talking about, Fun Police? It's a classic drop. Uh-oh. He's a killer. He's a killer. It's not weird in my estimation. Like, it's literally only like 6 characters. If you can't spare 6 characters, like, I mean, come on, man. Like, you know, come on, man. I think if you are cis, I think it's the least you can do. It's the absolute least you can do. Now, if you're trans, right, it's fine to go under the radar. You know, you can, you know, that's fine, right? But if you're cis, I mean, what radar are you going under? That's my opinion. Cis means you identify with the gender you were assigned at birth. I don't know, though. I mean, as far as funny presidents are concerned.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Captain Spock, what the fuck are you talking about? Cis is a dumb term. It means the opposite of trans. It means nothing on its own. What does that mean? Is hetero non-PC now? I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but like, this is boomer alert right here. That's like saying, like, oh, why should I identify as white? Normal people are white. Most people are white. Why should I have to identify as Caucasian? I mean, like, what are you doing? Come on, man. Come on. Back me up, Max. Captain Spock's being weird. They're being weird in the chat room. See, even Max is like, what is this guy doing? Oh. Oh. I'm not getting mad. I'm just, you know, telling you how it is. Cis means you are not trans. It's very simple. Just like how straight means you're not gay. I'm not straight. I'm normal. You know, it's that kind of bullshit. Oh, look at this puppy. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. What do pronouns mean? 0 PE, come on. Pronoun, it's basic speech. The 2 genders, cis and normal. Oh my god. Look at this dog, he's going crazy. You're going crazy, Max. What are you doing? You've never done this before. What are you doing? You're going crazy. You're crazy, Max. You're crazy. It's going nuts. Give me the scoop, Thorn. The Daily Dullard, I am not. You might be the Daily Dullard. I mean, being the Daily Dullard is just when you fuck up. No, Max, don't go down there. We all fuck up. I fuck up. Max fucks up. Max is currently trying to travel underneath my desk. Pronouns are like he, she, etc. Oh, that's what I'm here for, Spock. I'm here to teach ya. I'm here to teach ya about the fucking... Did you see this dog? He threw this penguin up here. Where's the arms? The flippers. Look at this poor penguin. They've lost their flippers. Max, why'd you do it? Why? The fucking... This is what I'm gonna teach about.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2. They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
Oh. Captain Spock, we're not insulting your intelligence. We're just educating you. We all don't know everything. It's all good, buddy. It's all good. Sure, 0P. I have never seen any of The Sopranos. People have been telling me for like my whole life to watch The Sopranos. Because apparently it's like the best show in the world or something. And I love like gangster shit. I love gangster shit, so. Fun fact. According to reports, there were members of my family in the early 20th century that were parts of the Italian mob. So. But they're all dead. I never met any of them. They all died way before I was born, but fun fact, fun fact. What if we watched The Sopranos in Discord? What if? I mean, that would be an interesting thing. It's all good, Spock. It's all good. Yeah, we gotta talk about clean coal. Yo, let me search for a fucking sound drop of Trump saying clean coal. Because that really is hilarious. Clean coal.
A lot of folks are asking me lately how to get their dishes
advertisements?
as clean as possible. I tell them
30-second advertisement? Fuck off. I'll find another video.
And it's my opinion that the regulations had as big an impact as these massive tax cuts that we've given. So I really believe it. We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources. And very important for our defense, coal. Very important for our beauty. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources. And very important for our defense, coal. Very important for our defense, because we have it. We don't have to send it through pipes. We don't have to get it from foreign countries. We have more than anybody. And they wanted to end it. And our miners have been mistreated, and they're not being mistreated anymore. We're doing tremendous business. I was in Vietnam, and the Prime Minister and the President...
What is, like... Dude, I'm sorry. Donald Trump's stance. Like, I know, but, like, what is that? What is that? This guy's ass is, like, the size of Pluto, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, what is that? You can see, like, his back arch, and then his ass is huge, and then he, like, stands, like... He looks like a fucking ostrich or something. Like, what is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? How did anyone elect him? What the fuck? Oh wait, I forgot he lost the vote. He only won via a loophole. Fuck me. Beautiful clean coal. Oh. It's a diaper. It might be. Fucking Oh, I gotta get that as a sound drop. Anyway, I'm going to end the show here. Again, sorry for the little bit of abbreviated show. Once my bedding is done, I'm going to set up my bed sheet, and we'll get some sun if they run if they. Spock, if you want to email me, and we can set something up, that would be great, because, you know, I'll tell you about how, you know, cis works, I'll tell you about how pronouns work, and then you can tell me about clean coal. And, but yeah.
Because we have it. We have more than send it through pipes. Oh, very important sources. And very important for our defense. The war on beautiful, clean coal. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal.
Max, can you believe it? Unbelievable. Right, Max? Unbelievable. Oh my god. Hold up.
When they put Marco on, unbelievable.
Oh!
Unbelievable.
Oh! Unbelievable. Look at Max the dog. I love him. Anyway, y'all, again, I'll be back when my bedding is finished washing. For those of you that don't know, Max puked on my bed earlier, so feel free to rewind if you want to watch that happen. And so I have to wash everything. But once that's done, I'll be back with some video games. And if you want to talk about beautiful, clean-ass motherfucking ass, feel free. And if you're lonely because it's Valentine's Day and it's a pandemic, feel free to stop on by. I don't think anyone thinks you're talking out of your ass, Spock. I think we're just, you know, having a good time. I mean, you have to understand, like, what Spock is doing right now is there's a war on clean coal.
And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal.
So if people like Spock were in charge, the war would be raging on. Oh. But yeah, again, sorry, today's show is a little weird. It's all good, though. I will see y'all in a couple hours, just whenever my bed sheets are done and I set them up. So, thank you, everyone. I appreciate y'all for showing up. I love every one of you. I hope you love me. And, I hope that we have a fun Valentine's Day together. And, yeah, so it should be fun. It should be good. And, yeah.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
I hate the white man. He's of the devil. He was made in a cave in the worst parts of Europe, produced from the lowest forms of humanity.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
You used the word smart. So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. My dad had 2 kids by the time he was 27.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man. You know what the problem is, though? It's definitely not me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's everybody else. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did, and back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a baby cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board, I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you outside. My car, these were all public housing behind it. My car, there was a gate out here. I parked my car outside the gate. And he said, I'll be waiting for you. He was waiting for 3 guys in straight razors. Not a joke. There was a guy named Bill Wright, Mouse, the only white guy, and he did all the pools. He was the mechanic. And I said, what am I going to do? He said, come down here in the basement where the mechanic, where all the pool is. You know the chain? Used to be a chain that went across the deep end. And he cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He pulled up and said, you walk out with that chain. And you walk to the car and say, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. I said, you kidding me? He said, no, if you don't come back. He was right. So I walked out with the chain. And I walked up to my car. And in those days, you used to remember the straight razor. You'd bang them on the curb, get them rusty, put them in the rain barrel, get them rusty. And I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all, I said, when I tell you get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again, but I shouldn't have called you, Esther Williams. I apologize.
The founder of the Proud Boys is a Fed. I don't think anybody was surprised by that at all. He looks like a narc. I mean, the Proud Boys I've been saying for a while, they're clearly the same niggas answer for.
And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it.
And by the way, I don't think that's some grand conspiracy. I think this is sort of what power is. I mean this at a sort of high level.
Good news is, for me, I'm here. The bad news for you is, I'm coming back.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.